I visited the site of Ground Zero on a trip to New York City when I was in high school. And I remember everyone was so excited, and all I could think was, oh yeah, we're going to visit the site of a national tragedy. Maybe we'll see some ghosts while we're there. About 400 BC, the first stone in China's 4,000-mile symbol, the Great Wall, was shaped and set in place by people wanting to be left alone. It's ironic. How many died building stone barriers against violence and uncertainty? I went on another holiday. This went to Egypt. But even though the tight pyramids, the best thing was the food. I mean it, seriously, it was excellent. The pyramids were good though. The smell of oldness and mummies, oh, so cool. I wonder how many times I've been shutter, snap, flash, click, one eye closed, trying to capture that which turns into something so lovely. I could cry over it. And sometimes I do, but it's different. Different than being there. The 1994 Rwandan genocide resulted in the death of over 1 million people. With the occurrence of a tragedy of this magnitude, it's not at all surprising that a memorial was constructed. What was unexpected, however, is the fact that the exhibits housed in this museum are the calcified bodies of those people who were massacred. This phenomenon of dark tourism, or the tourism of sites and exhibits of death and disaster, has historically garnered public attention, but we've taken it to the next level. We now visit these sites and exhibits in order to express our own disgust with those who either allowed the events to occur or committed the acts themselves. But the fact that we do so vicariously, as tourists, and not as actual victims, absolves us of any personal responsibility, not as individuals, but as the human race. With the poetry, The American Way by Kristen Johnson, Pictures of You by Ashley Wilde, Poem on the Great Wall by Randy Hurst, Great Wall by Lloyd Lofthouse, Sharing a Poem I wrote about the Rwandan genocide by Tara Kay, Egyptian Pyramids by Viraj Manchali, Taj Mahal by Sahir Ludianvi, and Facing It by Youssef Kamunyaka. A program. Stop taking pictures. Put down your cameras and look at the bigger picture. My face fades, hiding inside the black granite. I'm inside the Vietnam Veterans Memorial again. I said I wouldn't. No tears. I am stone, depending on the light to make a difference. The Taj Mahal to you may seem a mark of love. You may hold this beauteous veil in great esteem, yet meet me at some other place. You who take delight in tombs of kings deceased. The first thing I saw when we actually got to Ground Zero was this family crowding together so a stranger could take their picture. I really wish that guy would have run off with their camera. That way there would have been at least one reverent person in that place. Today, China's Great Wall has become education and science along with spacewalks and future moonshots, supported by a modern army, navy, air force. I go down to 58,022 names. Half expecting to find my own name in smoke. I touch the name Andrew Johnson. I see the booby trap's white flash. You know, people don't go to Ground Zero so they can pay their respects to the dead or to their country. They visit so that they can experience the profoundness of witnessing something majestic. Ground Zero is not a pyramid. It's not a mountain. It's not fucking majestic. See the sarcophagus. And the cases, and then the heat. Oh, that made it better. Your mind tired and so are your senses, you start to feel the old days. You start to hear things. And I guess what I'm saying is when you ask me why I always want to take a picture, I can tell you I need something. Light on lens tangible to remind me if I forget. Skeletons dusted in lime, flush of memory, written on the pages of blade serrated skulls. Displayed on cheap planks of wood, piercing shards of truth. A lens is not an eye, no matter what it dreams to be. And more importantly, that machine gear switch click leather battery operated response is not a heartbeat. Name shimmer on a woman's blouse. But when she walks away, the names stay on the wall. Yvette's image floats closer to me, his eyes see through mine. He lost his right arm inside the stone. I am a window. When they cleared away the wreckage of the Twin Towers, they found this piece of support beam left standing in the shape of a cross. This should have marked the site as holy ground. Naked Chinese slaves raised these stones, with hands, with backs, the breaking task of serving a continent. To halt Mongolia's golden spear, leaving fractured horses, broken soldiers, but the wall remains unbroken, like a dragon's tail spreading its length, rolling on the hills, pulsing in the sun, laughing at the world. After more than 2,000 years, the Great Wall serves a purpose. They moved the cross. Put it in a museum like a circus act for people to gawk at. And then they plowed over the ground where it stood so that they could keep up appearances. Make it look like Americans are too resourceful to waste good land and are too resilient to dwell in the past. Or to pay any heed to those who lost their lives because of it. And here we are, so stuck in our tight bonds of despair. Or happiness, actually. But still the pyramids. Great! A must-see, I tell you. Not of the internet or magazines, but of going to Egypt, where they rest in the boneyards of apathy, like piles and piles and piles of laundry, stepped over nameless these structures and sepulchres. These ramparts and forts, these relics of the mighty dead, are in fact no more than the cancerous tumors on the face of earth, fattened on our ancestors' very blood and bones. You can't go there to confess your sins, or to feel like you've accomplished some incredible feat in getting there. That place is a wound in the heart of this country, and no matter how hard you try, you can't heal wounds by snapping pictures, sending them off to every corner of the globe, and inviting every living soul to come and watch as hope bleeds dry. We've turned hallowed ground into a roadside freak show that is so bright and so loud that even the dead can't rest there. If a picture could show you, we would be losing the best part about being human. And I don't know when I'll learn that.